Grand Rising Loves. You already know it's your girl Pinkles Dinkles the Dime. We shining, regardless of whatever it is in life that's trying to stop us. So, this morning, right, before I even get started, let me tell you how much I love and appreciate you. You got up today. You tried, even when people said that you couldn't do it. You pushed forward, even when people try to stop you, even when circumstances try to halt you. You know what I'm saying? So you should be happy. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I love and appreciate you for just being, okay? You didn't have to do anything to deserve love because you belong to love. You are part of love. You are an extension of God and His love, God and her love, all right? So if I never tell you anything, I want you to know that you are entitled to your feelings. I want you to know that you never have to stress, but only to manifest, and more importantly, to be happy, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what people have to say, regardless of what it may look like, you know what I'm saying, to other people. You have what it takes to be you, to live wild and free, to be your own kind of beautiful. You have what it takes to have the integrity to move forward. You can be happy, but at the same time, you are entitled to being sad, you know? Because that is what life is. Life is accepting the light just as well as the dark. You know, going within and knowing what it is to take to change the inside as it is the outside. It's not always sunshine and roses. It's not always daisies and butterflies, but it's darkness, you know, and it's crying and it's hurting and it's pain. And I don't know what shift we're going through right now, but I feel so much on this sunny day. I cried this morning. And I had to remind myself to relax. It's just like it's just a phase, you know. It's just a phase. Like we're gonna go through phases in our life, just like the moon goes through its phases. So now is the time for you to be happy as this change comes in, because this is literally just the final test of us moving forward to see if how responsible we truly are in this life. All right, that it's gonna teach us that regardless if you go through the good, bad, the ugly, the indifferent, regardless if you go through people who are black, white, yellow, green, purple, blue, regardless if the sky is pink, purple, blue, rainy, cloudy, regardless if it's sun shining. The sun can shine so bright outside, but you could still be feeling like in the inside that things are dim and dark. The sun could be gone. It could be gray and gloomy, but at the same time, you could feel like you're shining bright. I want you to know that you are so blessed, regardless of what it looks like on the outside, because the scripture says in Psalms 46:5, if God is within you, then you will not fail. So regardless if you're happy, regardless if you're sad, regardless of whatever anybody has to say, you can follow your heart. You can choose what you want to be, because in life is your choice. It's your choice. You have the choice to live wild and free. You have the choice to feel like you're constricted and that you have to abide by rules. But I want you to know that you are so responsible to hold this crown and to go what it is that you want in life, because you are truly connected to the divine. You are an extension of God's grace, God's mercy, God's love. You have the same life force and breath within you that God breathed into you to put you here. Okay? So, Mother, Father, God, angels of the highest white light, what is the divine personal power here today for the collective? What is here for the collective today? I want you to know that you really only live once. You live every day, but you live once in this physical form. So you need to live. You need to live life, because you are so good enough. You are good enough to live the life that you want to live. It's not about what anybody else says. It's not about how anybody else passes judgment. It's not about what anybody else sees, because they don't know what it took for you to be this determined in life to be who it is that you want to be. You know that you are safe. And more importantly, that you are divinely guided and protected the whole way through. So now is the time for you to trust in divine timing as you heal and move yourself to places unseen, to things unknown. Because you're so sacred. You're so precious to God. God loves you so much. Whatever it is that you're curious about, you have the mind the abilities, you have the strength to move you forward to solve all these problems. All you have to do is reveal who you truly are to self and stay connected to the master. For the master has a plan for you that's far beyond the one that you have for yourself. Okay? Know that you are this abundant person and that you are ready for this. You are ready for abundance. You are ready for love. You are ready for new beginnings. Even if you want to cry, it's okay to cry because you don't know the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen next. But I promise you, as long as you embrace it with determination, with knowing that I'm right in his hands, I'm right in her hands, I'm right in their hands, and you stay passionate for your vision, God is going to bless you so well because you learned how to relax and go through these phases. That's why you're ready. Because you stayed determined, because you loved life, because you live life, love. And in life, that's all you got to do. All you got to do is live life. All you got to do is love life. All you got to do is know that even in mistakes, you're so worthy. You're so beautiful. You're so amazing. Okay? So you have to speak highly of yourself, even if no one else does. It says, I speak highly of myself. I am safe. I am lovable. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. I'm free. I am unique. Okay? You are so unique. You are so ready. You are so done with the past because my baby is in the living room screaming, done, done, done. You are done with the things that held you back. You are no longer that person you used to be. You've grown to this person who's going to be able to live wild and free. So please just be. Just be whatever it is that you want to be. Don't worry about what people have to say. It doesn't matter if it's your mother, your father, your children. It doesn't matter if it's your lovers, if it's your job, if it's your friends. Because if you want to be somebody, you can be that person. Because, baby, you don't need wings to fly. You're already the butterfly. So never sell yourself short. And now is the time for you to come up out of the darkness and into the light because it's your time to shine. You are so worthy. You are so divine. You are so pure. Life is too short to wait. All right? And more importantly, life is better when you're laughing because you only live once. You only have this one opportunity to get out there and get it. For you to get out there and make it. So it says, dream without fear. But even in your dreams, have some fear because then you'll know that God will give you the ability to go forth and do whatever it is that you love to do. So please do not sell yourself short. If you feel like you need to spice it up, to do that because you are so awesome. You are so amazing. And nobody is going to stop you from having a fabulous day but yourself. So now is the time for you to see the good in all things and know that happiness is an inside job. It all starts with you. And if you got to cry in order for you to smile, then that's okay too. Because you're worthy. You're amazing. You're lovable. All right? Be happy, be bright, be you. Because that's what it is that's all you got to do to get to where it is that you need to be in this lifetime. For you to honor the Most High God. For you to honor yourself, your angels, your ancestors, your guides. For you to have caring connections and real life interactions with people. It's not about people, it's about you. Don't you know that you are the woman holding a coin, and it doesn't matter, the woman or man holding a coin, it doesn't matter who's in your life or not, you have this crown. All of us were born to abundance. We are from the Most High God. We are extensions of that being, the one who gives life and takes it away. So now is the time just to rest and rejuvenate, because it doesn't matter if you see where you're going next or not. Just know that the next thing is going to be the best thing. All right? And if you have something to say, then say it, because you are divinely protected as you have strength to push you forward. Okay? And if you're brokenhearted, know that God is so close to the brokenhearted. I don't know what it is that you're thinking about doing next, regardless if it's a job, regardless if it's a relocating, regardless if it's a move, regardless if it's love, regardless if it's letting go of people so that you can have yourself, then that's fine. Because God is so close to you when you just lean and rely on them, when you just trust that all will be well, when you get out of this anxious mind. Because if you and your mind don't do that, don't you know that the angels are here to protect you as you heal? They'll never let anything happen to you as you find your temple path, as you find the way to go. You don't have to worry about being financially constrained, because when you just place all your burdens on God, when you just know that all things take time, and more importantly, when you get closer to the Master, He will reveal to you a divine plan that will give you this victory in your life that you need to move forward. So feel how you feel, because you are entitled to feel how you feel. That just gets you closer to your garden gate. And let me tell you, tears help water your seeds. You know, tears give you everything you need to bring you into balance after this heartbreak. More importantly, they allow you to release, to replenish, and more importantly, to water your soul. Because we plant seeds physically, but we also plant seeds within our soul. We plant so many beautiful things that bring us closer to love, fate, and destiny. Okay? That give us these adjacent possibilities, that make us the master manifestors of our life. Don't you know that you don't ever have to stress because you are a master manifester? You never have to worry about being all tied up, because God is here to release you from those burdens, those struggles. All you got to do is just trust and have faith, and to know to just relax, because this is all just a phase. Much like the cycles in the moon. And whatever it is that you're thinking of, or whoever it is that you're thinking of working with, you can work with that person soon. But you got to get out of indecision. You got to stop feeling like you're unworthy and know that you are so worthy. What is impossible? Impossible is I'm possible. I'm possible. I'm possible. I'm possible. You're possible. You're worthy. You are already this woman or man holding a coin, and the angels are here to protect what it is that you love. Your heart. Everything that you do out of your love, and that allows you to manifest all the beautiful things that you want. This beautiful family, this beautiful home, this new beginning, this love, you know, all the beautiful things, all the new things. Because it's not in the material things, but it's in our soul. It's not in these worldly possessions. It's in our soul. Because don't you know that God is a rainbow and that you are just pure gold? You need to know that as long as you take action and walking away from this hostile energy and this feeling of being all tied up and being burdened, God will bring you into balance with all the things that you need. You'll never have to worry about anything in your life, because you're going to release the attachments that are binding you up and holding you back from moving forward in your life. The things that leave you in lack. Once you let go of this attachment in your life, don't you know that you will have it all? Don't you know that you'll have the plans? Don't you know that the master will always have a plan for the ones who love them? Don't you know that you'll be celebrated after you were humiliated? Even if people doubted you in the past, as long as you have faith in whatever it is that you want to do, because as long as one person believes in you, as long as you believe in God, as long you think that's how do you think that God moves forward and has faith in himself? Why? Because you have faith in God. You get on this temple path, you know that you are worthy as you rest and rejuvenate to become this man or woman holding a heart. To more importantly, have these contracts in of the financial constraints, the lack mentalities, the brokenness. When you get into the season of allowing things to die that no longer serve you and your purpose, then you get these new contracts. You get these door to romance. You get this door to value. You shake up the things, because sometimes you got to allow storms to come and shake things up in your life so that you can see the sun. All right? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So please relax, because you are right where you need to be on this temple path. All you have to do is have strength, and hold on, because what is coming to you is divinely for you, designed for you, to have love, to experience the love that only comes from God. If you never had love from your family, from friends, from people who said they loved you, know that God has a plan for you and places no one above you, because you are in your Nine of Pentacles energy. You need nothing from anybody. You are one pentacle away from being the emperor, the empress. So now is the time for you to give that love to yourself as you give it to others, because baby, you have gallon love. You have so much love in your heart and your mind and your soul that you just pour into other people, pour into other people, pour into other people. But who pours into your cup when you're empty? You need to learn how to pay yourself first, how to pour into your cup before you pour into the cup of others. And that's how you get this wheel to turn in your favor. To know that regardless of what they say, it's okay for men to cry. It's okay for men to show emotions. It's okay for women to be vulnerable and to be open, because then that's when you get these wheel of fortunes to turn in your favor so you can celebrate. We don't have to be independent, because as long as we're dependent on God, As long as we're ready for God and what He has or what they have for us, then we will be the star, shining bright for all to see. Don't you know that the star energy is within you as it is within me? So you need to shine bright because you are a diamond. And more importantly, as long as you keep working towards whatever it is that you want to do, you will have this Nine of Cups energy come to you. What you're seeking is seeking you. So now is the time for you to get away from these battles, these people who want to hold you back and bring you chaos to your life. And know that it takes major deaths for transformation to occur, because people try to steal from you what it is that's your birthright, your purpose, your abundance. They try to leave you stuck with just Knight of Wands energy that's in and out quick, a good time, here for a good time and not a long time. They try to sacrifice you to the devil. Don't you know that? But once you break free and you go within, everything that's for you will come from within to the outside. Everything that it is that you're manifesting will give you the sun. Don't you know that you deserve the sun? Don't you know that you have the world within you, so that you are here to make a world a better place, but it starts with you first. It's written all over your face. Cut yourself free. Because once you cut yourself free, you stop being so in control of what it is that's your destiny. So afraid of the unknown. So afraid of what's next. Then baby, you'll have this victory. You'll have this victory with this Six of Wands energy and this Nine of Pentacles. You'll have whatever it is that you want, because you're overcoming this broken heart. You're no longer weighing yourself down with other people's problems, because when you make people's problems your problems, they become your own. Now is the time for you to get on your way, to get on your journey, to get on your path, and let nobody disrupt you or delay you, because stop focusing so much on the cups on the ground and focus on the one that you have in the sky. And know that it's okay to cry. It's not childish. It saves you. It bathes you in the light and in the love that God has for you. And it gives you this official offer, this official newness, this official peace that only comes from God. Have this Tower moment. Embrace it. Embody it. Know that it's here to move them squares about your circle. Know that it's here for you to see the brightest of day. Because you are the Nine of Pentacles. You have everything that you need. All you're missing is that one piece. And that's yourself. You work so hard for all these worldly possessions, but do you have God? That's the question. Are you one with the Master? Are you one with the Creator? Or are you living for the devil? Are you working solely for the devil and his energy? What are you here for? What is your purpose? Once you find it, you'll have a raise in everything that you need in your life. And more importantly, you'll know how to read the room. Because you'll have strength, and you'll no longer settle for what's beneath you. What's for you is for you. If not, it will not be before you. So don't be afraid, because you're coming into divine union with yourself so that you could come into divine wealth and union with someone else. You're so frustrated right now, but it's okay. You're so frustrated right now, but I want you to know that it's okay. Because guess what? Very quickly, judgment is coming. So are we prepared? Are we ready? Are we ready to let go of the things that we're holding on so tightly to? Because who knows? Scare money don't make no money, love. Faith without works is dead. You got to have the work and the faith that you have, and the faith and the work that you have, or that you've made, so that you can have this Nine of Pentacles right up on you with a serious offer. But you got to kick over these cups. And you got to let go. You got to get out your mind, and more importantly, allow a major death to happen so that you can truly stand in your Empress energy. Listen, I know you want this Ace of Pentacles, and it's already yours. It's already yours. You just got to know that you're worthy for it. You are so worthy to belong to this. You are so loved. You are so favored. You are so amazing. And I want you to know that once you feel like you're worthy to let go of all the things hindering you from your past, then you will be able to have this soul family. You'll be able to put the sword down because you've been a warrior. You've been facing these wars and trying to just survive all your life. We're done with survival mode. We're living in the mode. All right, we're setting boundaries. We're being the star as we move forward into this age of light. You've been training for this for many lifetimes, all your life. All right, so what is it that you really love to do? And it doesn't matter what anybody says about you. So what are the messages here, God, that you have for the collective? It's okay to be out. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay to be felt, because that's how you break the chains. They told you you had to be strong all your life, stand for something, or you'll fall for energy. But when you cry, when you embrace your inner self, when you feel how you feel, so those emotions can be felt, you move yourself forward, and more importantly, you rewrite the future. Because you don't gotta carry the burden all alone anymore. We're not in slave times. We ain't no slaves. We're not captive anymore. We're not held hostage. So now is the time for you to fully feel how you feel with this deep replenishment. It says retreat, rest, be held. It's okay to take a break. I don't know who told you that you had to work hard all your life for these things, for worldly things that don't mean anything. You better breathe this fresh air while it's still free, because soon I'll charge you for that too. The answer is yes to whatever it is that you want. Yes to whatever it is that you're doing. Yes to whatever it is that you feel will be in your best interest. The answer is yes. But have you tuned into the portal of your own heart yet? Have you really devoted yourself to your own inner temple? Because don't you know that you are sanctuary? Don't you know that you are sacred mosque? That you are sacred and holy land? That you are whatever it is, the same standards that they held all these sacred places to. You are the Bible. You are sacred word. Whatever you speak, you give life to it. Don't you know that you are divinely guided and protected all the days of your life? Because God knew what it was going to take for you to have to be the star and set boundaries during this age of light. Now is the time. Because right now I feel like you're just being triggered. I feel like things are triggering you. Who or what is triggering you? Figure it out. Remove it from your life. All right? Because what is lighting you up? And more importantly, now is the time for you to be the leader, not the follower, because you are the head and never the tail. God said, I will make you footstools. I will make your enemies your footstools. So don't dim yourself to fit in. Never dim your light, because you are diamond and you shine bright. More importantly, you are not alone. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to feel like you're alone. You don't have to feel like it's weakness and your tears and your sorrow. You need to know that this is happening for you and not to you. It's just cracking you open. When your heart breaks, the crack is how the light gets in. So that you can play, celebrate, and more importantly, not to be so serious. We are so serious. We don't even got to be so serious. Why so serious, love? Why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you living? Why aren't you embracing that mistakes are our true lessons for us to be able to heal, to move us forward? And confidence is truly the key to our success with this new moon in Leo. We got to be confident in ourselves before anybody can be confident in us. So please have confidence. Final messages for the collective. Feel how you feel, yo. Don't let nobody tell you you weak for you letting your guard down for even a second, for you being vulnerable with yourself. Now is the time for you to be vulnerable. Now is the time for you to move forward, for you to just relax. Because, baby, this is just a phase. This is just a time for you to really heal. This is just a time for you to really experience how you truly feel. All right? Because like I said, this confidence that you're picking up, you're moving yourself forward. You're taking out the time to breathe out so that you can show the world the real you. But it's up to you to be bold and make that first move. So what is it that you want the world to know about you? All right? Know that the energy is definitely gaining momentum. All right? Know that you do not have to allow your past to hold you back. Now is the time for us to step out on faith, and more importantly, move out of our south node energy and work in our north node, because it says you have to believe in the impossible. Because what did I tell you in the beginning? Impossible is I'm possible. Impossible is I'm possible. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change the whole name for this reading because I want you to know that impossible is I'm possible. And expect a powerful change. Because once you feel how you fully feel for yourself, the world will see your wealth. It's not about what the world has to say about you. It's about how you feel about yourself. So, final message is here. What is the philosophy for the collective on this beautiful day? What is the beautiful collective energy? It says, to die laughing must be the glorious of all deaths, Edgar Allan Poe. So once you laugh, you instantly raise your vibration. Once you have a good time and you see that it's always the brighter things in life that will change your perception. But at the same time, it's darkness too. Honor the darkness as much as you honor the light. All right? And it says, stop holding back on life because you fear failure. Failure isn't about losing. It's about gaining experience. Failure isn't the end. It's redirection. Start living even if it means failing. I love you so much. I want you to know that it says, deep into the darkness, peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming. No mortal has ever dared to dream before, Edgar Allan Poe. So now is the time for you to believe in your dreams, regardless of what anybody else says, regardless if anybody else gives you critique. People will never understand where it is you're going or what it is that you're doing because it's your view. Okay? It's time for you to start thinking outside the box, for you to see that you're not a box. You're a dime. You were never supposed to be in a world full of squares, be blessed to be a diamond, because you don't fit. You don't fit. And that's okay. Because guess what? This is just the beginning of loving yourself. And you need to remember that that's your true wealth. So welcome home. And know that live life, love. Be your own kind of beautiful, because that's who you are. You are beautifully, wonderfully made. You are everything that Creator, the Master, the people who came to put us here wanted you to be. So please live life wild and free and be whatever it is that you want to be in this life, because I believe in you as much as you believe in me. So please be, okay? Because it says that she was the sea. He was the sea, calm but so deep. And that's why you are an ocean of love. I love you so much. All right. And it says, I don't suffer from insanity, but I enjoy every minute of it. Edgar Allan Poe. So even if people think that you're crazy, even if people don't believe in you, even if people don't understand what it is that you were called here to do. Oh, she's crazy. She doesn't hear from the divine. God doesn't talk to her. You think that every time a person told me that they didn't believe in me, that I was going to just fall away to the wayside? No. Because I know what it is that I believe in. I know who it is that I come from. I know where it is and who I'm a part of. So now is the time for you to know that impossible is I'm possible. Impossible is I'm possible. Impossible is I'm possible. Impossible is I'm possible. Regardless of if nobody is here, the one person. Nobody is even on this live, but it's the one person that's here with me that believes in me. And that's the reason why I believe in myself, because God said, I will make your enemies your footstools. And just relax. It's just a phase. And it's okay to feel how you feel, because guess what? Even in the grave, all is not lost. Believe in your dreams. Chase your dreams. Because your dreams connect you to the master. Your dreams connect you to who you're truly a part of, to where you truly belong. Sometimes you don't feel like you belong here, but it's okay, because guess what? You're right where you belong. You're within self. You have this vision. Yes, you have this vision. You have this plan. You understand what it is that God told you to do. I was 13 years old in 2018, right? No, it wasn't. It was 2008. It wasn't even 2018. 2018 was the most trying year of my life, yo. But in 2008, right? I love you. Thank you. You see me as the butterfly? You're the butterfly. Give me a kiss. I love you so much. I love you so much. You see that? That's the reason why I go. Because my daughter said, you are the butterfly. You don't need wings to fly. But let me tell you, right? In 2008, I lost one of my very best friends, she died of asthma. We have the same condition, or we had the same condition, because I don't even claim asthma. I can breathe. I taught myself how to breathe, and now I breathe freely. But my best friend died in 2008 to an asthma attack that she had at home, right? She was home, and they didn't take her to the hospital. She went home, she went to sleep, and she never woke up. That same year I'm a Pentecostal girl. I grew up in the Church of God in Christ, right? I went to church every Sunday because singing in the choir is what helped me heal from all the things that were happening to me behind closed door at home. So not only does music help me, it heals me, and more importantly, it raises my vibration. It makes me look at things at a different perspective, because sometimes you got to go laugh in the places you cried in so you can change the narrative, right? So I went to this youth explosion, and I was singing in the choir. I was just so excited to sing. I was so ready. I was so eager. I knew what my mission was. I knew, I was like, my best friend couldn't come because we went to the same church. My best friend couldn't come, but I'm going to go sing. And I know she's going to sing with me. And I know that we're going to be here. And the song that we sang was Give God All the Praise, Lift Him Up, right? It was thousands of people at this youth explosion. It was so many people that it was so many rows of people. It was so many different chairs, pews people could sit in. And I remember sitting in the choir behind the pulpit, right? And I was so excited to hear this one lady preach, Joyce Rogers. I was so ready to hear her preach. I was so ready for her to just deliberate on us what it is that she wanted to hear, or what it is that she wanted us to hear, or what it is she had to say, right? Her message, I'll never forget, was youth on the move for Christ. That day changed my whole life. And more importantly, it made me afraid of who I was supposed to be and who I was divinely put here to be, right? We were singing in the choir. People were shouting. The Holy Ghost was falling on people left and right. Right? And out of all those people, out of everybody there, she picked me to prophesy to. She told me, she was like, you are going to do great things. The world is going to see you. You're going to help the world. And I want everybody in the audience just to lift their hands and receive the blessings that she has, because she's going to be so amazing. I didn't even believe in myself. I didn't even see myself. I just know I was going to church for my healing, not because of what they were preaching, but because of the songs that we were singing, because the songs and the music is what healed me and what helped me. I wasn't even aware of the message, but she was that one person who believed in me and who saw me in a crowd of all those people. Somebody I looked up to, who was my idol. And she passed away this year, and guess what? Last night I seen her in my dreams. And she said, you on the move, you on assignment, you're going to where you're going, and I see you, right? So I just want you to know that on your way to where you're going, I see you, I believe in you, I love you, regardless of what anybody has to say, regardless of how anybody judges you, regardless of how anybody views you or anybody puts you, oh, she was this in the past, she was that, she ran away from the church because she was afraid of her own calling. But guess what? Oh, she reads cards, that's demonic. The cards are just here to help paint a picture of what God really has to tell you. All right? You will never be able to escape from your heart. So listen to what it has to say to you. Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. The Alchemist is about the journey being the best part of life. And it's okay that I ran away from church, and it's okay that I left disapproving eyes, and it's okay that I literally had children out of wedlock, and I was a mother before I was a lover. And it's okay, because I accept everything that I've done in my life, as I accept you, because that's how we heal ourselves, and more importantly, how we go through. Because in order for us to get to, we got to go through. In order for us to understand, in order for us to heal, in order for us to love, in order for us to move forward, 11:11, thank you so much. I needed that. Then we have to know that no pressure, no diamonds. Why? Because out of all the pressure in the world, under the mass amounts of pressure, under the pain, under hurt, under the confusion, under the not understanding, under the everything, we still trust and we still believe that we're going to come out imperfection, because it takes mad heat and pressing down over and over and over and over and over and over and over for God to perfect us into who it is that we are supposed to be. Because God says, I see you at your highest. God says, I see you at your highest, not who you are when you go through those valleys and those ridges and those plains, and not who it is when you're crossing those rivers. But I want you to know that you're just going with the flow. But when it feels like your eyes have to flow, when it feels like you're feeling so low that nobody understands you, that nobody sees you, that nobody ever is going to understand the pain that you put into everything that you love and do. But I want you to know that I understand you. Sometimes I feel alone, but it's okay because I know that we're never alone. We have angels in front of us, on the sides of us, and behind us, and God has us right in the hands. We are cradled so well. We are loved so well. We are right where we need to be because that's allowing us to be as vulnerable with ourselves as we need to be. Because it's not about us being vulnerable with the world. Can you really cry with yourself? Can you really sit with yourself and understand why it is that you're feeling the way you're feeling to help you move towards where it is you need to go in order for you to grow? I thank God so much for these tears today because guess what? I know I love so much. I love people so much. My heart is so big. I am so open. I am so ready. I am so giving to everybody around me. But now I know it's also time to give to myself the same way that I give to everybody else. You know? We got to love ourselves the way we see people in love. We got to protect ourselves. We got to protect ourselves the way we protect everyone else. And I love the fact that I can give you this space, this energy. I'm a real person. I'm a crier. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm a hugger. Like, I will hug you. I know people be like, oh, that's the exchange of energy. Don't touch me. But people need that. People need this. People need this vulnerability because guess what? If we can't see readers and philosophers and people out here being vulnerable with themselves, then how can we be vulnerable with ourselves? Especially if it's people that we look to for advice. Especially if it's people that we look to for some type of salvation or understanding. I love y'all so much, yo. Like, I love y'all so much. And guess what? Whenever it feels like you about to go back to who you used to be, whenever it feels like you feel like you are not in control of the situation, know that the master has a plan. Even if you can't see it, the master's plan is so much greater, so much bigger to what it is that we want for our lives. And all we got to do is just know that we will survive. If you feel like you outside of yourself at this time, get your favorite crystal and just hold it and just breathe deep. Because in those breaths, you replenish yourself every time. And guess what? It's okay for you to just to lay in bed and not do anything. It's okay for you to take a break. It's okay for you to have shortcomings and not to be at the place where you need to be. Because guess what? It's not a certain order. Everybody has their own lives to live, love. You don't have to be anywhere special for you to be right here with God. Because this is exactly where you need to be. I love you so much. I want you to know how worthy you are today. I want you to know that you are abundant. And more importantly, you are so ready because you have this connection with the master. God said, I gave you a mind for you to be able to be the master of your own mind, the master of your own journey, the master of your own life. Now it is for you to realize that you are the master of your emotions. It is for you to realize that you are the master of your situation. And for you not to worry about anything, for you to pray about everything. You are so beautiful. I am just a reflection of you, baby. I just want you to know that I am the reflection of you. And it's okay if you woke up this morning and you felt like you had to cry. Because, baby, I started recording readings and guess what? They was coming and it was crying. I was like, it's giving. It's giving what it was supposed to give. It's giving. Because guess what? You got to heal it to feel it. And that's how you know that you chose it. Because all these people out here walking around like, oh, I will never, I will never, I will never, I will never. And now is the time for them to be like, huh. It could have been me this morning who didn't wake up. It could have been me this morning who didn't have a place to go. It could have been my kids this morning who didn't have a mother. But guess what? God chose me this morning to wake up, to be loved, to feel the sun, to understand that that's where this healing comes from. Because it's not about what you buy. It's not about what you do. But it's about who you see is inside of you. So I want you to know I love you. I see you, and thank you for allowing me the space to be open and to cry. I love you. I love you too. And know that if nobody else loves you, I love you so, 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 so much. I love you so much. I'm so thankful. I'm so vulnerable. I'm so here if you need help. I'm not a person that's going to turn myself away because I'm not that type of person. We are here for healing. We are here for light, love, but darkness too, because we got to embrace that shadow side. We got to go and love that child. That child that didn't get love. That child that was going through abuse. That child that had to go to church and sing in the choir every Sunday just to feel like they were getting a healing. And that's why I still sing. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. That's the reason why you need to sing, regardless of the situation. Because guess what? You got to laugh in places that you cry so that you can change the narrative. My worship is for real. My love is for real. I am for real. And that's the reason why I like to be here, because so many people try to mask whatever it is in life. We're trying to follow a trend. But when are we going to step out on faith and have the trend, or set the trend that being yourself will lead you to your wealth? And more importantly, that the sky is not the limit. It's only another view. And my mama, when she was alive, she would tell me that every day. Like, girl, just because you are in an environment does not mean that you have to be a product of your environment. I miss my mama, yo. But I know that she's still here. She's within. And that's the reason why we got to shine even more for the people who've gone. You know, for the people who've left us. But I just want you to know that you're so worthy. You are, God is the beautiful rainbow, and you are the beautiful pot of gold at the end. And your soul is so, 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 so worthy, so amazing, so beautiful, that it's not about destiny, fate, love, but because you are love and you have the control to shine bright on your own fate and on your own destiny. And I see beautiful things happening to everybody in this channel, and my family, and more importantly, that's a part of my tribe, because guess what? It's just me and my kids. It's me, my kids, and my cat, and that's all we need, and that's a fact, because I know that I have all you beautiful people to support me and stand by me and give me nothing but love and encouragement. And guess what? If it's only 490 people that believe in me, that's all I need. That's bigger than most churches. But I love you so much. I believe in you and your vision and what it is that you want. You are a healer. You are amazing. You have everything that you need in this lifetime for you to conquer. Because guess what? We are not the victims. We are the conquerors. We are the conquerors. And I want you to know that impossible is I'm possible. 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 It's possible. All right. I love you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Share this to a friend who needs this encouragement more than anything. Know that if you need me, I love you. I'm here for you. We just here to raise each other up. We going up in vibration, and that's the reason why. Look, she's clicking the page. She's trying to change the vibes. Hold on, we're gonna get the soundboard real quick before we leave. We're going. She's trying to take you up an octave. That's what it is. Music takes you up. So here we go.
Here, let me try.
You want to try?
I'm so silly.
You are silly. We love y'all, though. Later.
Later.
Later, Gator. It's never bye. It's only later. Later.